controversial. People think I'm controversial, but the truth is, I'm a nice guy.
By the way, this weekend's musical guest is Miley Cyrus. By any chance, are your car tires low on air? Just today, the indicator light came on my car, and I haven't had a chance to get them filled. Now I'm really nervous about it, because as Lisa Guerrero reports, some tires have exploded when being filled with air. Here's why.
It's a rare occurrence, but under certain circumstances, a car tire can suddenly explode. This guy in Maryland is lucky to be alive. And watch what happens to this guy when he fills up a tire in the back of his pickup truck. Every year, dozens of people are seriously injured or even killed while filling their tires with air. 28-year-old Adam Sproul suffered a traumatic brain injury, and his friend was killed when they were filling a tire at a repair shop in New Hampshire.
It was like a grenade going off.
So what should you do if your tires are running low and you think you need air? AAA's Doug Shoup says the #1 rule is never drive on a tire that's flat or low on air, because it can rip apart the inside of the tire.
If you're driving on underinflated tires or damaged tires, it's a recipe for disaster. Because if you have been driving on an underinflated tire and then you overinflate it, that could lead to an explosion.
Shoup says it's critical to routinely inspect your tires before filling them with air. Look for wear and tear and run your hands across the tread. And keep a close eye out for any nails, which can also damage the rubber lining. Most explosions take place at repair shops. The victims are almost always mechanics, and for them, there's a simple solution. It's called a tire cage, and it's designed to absorb the blast and prevent the tire from shooting through the air. To demonstrate, we set up a tire cage inside this concrete pit at Brannick Industries in Fargo, North Dakota. We positioned a mannequin next to the cage. Then the technicians turned on the air. 48 seconds later... Oh my gosh!
Now imagine if that tire was not in the cage.
Wow! Watch again. Whoa! Look at this! Wow! The tire cage contains the blast. The mannequin is knocked over, but a human would likely have survived.
A tire under pressure is almost like a bomb. There's a lot of pressure there. And when it's released, it could be a big explosion.
Oh my gosh!
Experts say well-maintained tires won't explode when filling them with air. The Tire Industry Association recommends checking your tires monthly for any damage, and when filling them, step away from the sidewall. For further tips, come to our website, InsideEdition.com. And when we come back, the Colorado mom who went missing a year ago on Mother's Day, her husband is charged with murder.
You're clearly someone who takes care of yourself. So why wait to screen for colon cancer? Because when caught in early stages, it's more treatable. I'm Cologuard. I'm non-invasive and detect altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers, even in early stages.
Tell me more.
Insert people 45 plus at average risk for colon cancer, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your prescriber or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you.
I'll do it.
Good plan.
Clara heard gain scent beads could make her gain scent last way longer. But she wouldn't believe it until she sniffed it. So when her sheets still smelled amazing days later, she was surprised. The more nights that go by, the more surprised she gets. Her husband Ron, he's plenty surprised too. Try Gain scent beads for scent that lasts longer than detergent alone. Guaranteed.
Okay, all done. What if all this waste wasn't waste at all? What if it was renewable energy that could be stored and delivered through existing pipelines, capturing greenhouse gases before they enter our atmosphere? Welcome to What If? And meet the newest renewable natural gas, an energy source that can get us closer to a future of less. Northwest Natural, less we can.
Don't miss 3 incredible episodes of Wednesday's most watched dramas.
Construct a kid on his bicycle, driver, and victim income. Dr. Chwood, there's something we should know. This is the driver. You have firefighters looking for you right now. They're coming. I'm naming you as my custodian in the adoption.
The questions you've had about me, they've been too good between us.
An all-new Chicago Wednesday, tonight on NBC.
A major development in the case of the Colorado mom who went missing almost 1 year ago after going on a bike ride on Mother's Day. Today, her husband, who made a plea on camera for his wife's return, was arrested and charged with her murder. Amber Cagliano reports.
Arrested, the husband of a missing Colorado mom who vanished last Mother's Day was just taken into custody today. 52-year-old Barry Morphew faces charges of first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Last May, he pleaded for her safe return in this bizarre Facebook video.
I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I need you back so bad.
Morphew has long maintained his innocence, claiming his wife of 26 years, Suzanne, went on a Mother's Day bike ride and never came back. But the family of the 49-year-old woman suspected her husband may be involved. We spoke to her brother Andy Mormon last September.
It's definitely foul play. I don't think she ever got on a bicycle. I think that was planted evidence.
The building contractors claimed he was 150 miles away at a Holiday Inn Express in Denver, where he was attending a firefighter training course. Hundreds of neighbors have been searching for her.
If you see something, snap a picture of it. Step back. Call me.
Drones were deployed over the wooded area surrounding the Morphew's $1.6 million home. Cadaver dogs reportedly picked up the scent of human remains. In the months following Suzanne's disappearance, her husband sold the family home and another plot of land he had purchased just weeks after she went missing. Today, in a phone interview, her sister Melinda expressed relief at the news of her brother-in-law's arrest.
I'm so grateful for law enforcement, and today justice is beginning for my sister.
She had this message for her sister's two daughters.
Well, maybe you'll like the
I will
comedy
never
that's
stop
on in
loving you,
13 minutes.
and I am here for you. Whenever you need me, girls, I am here.
Sorry, I'm going to rewind that one sentence.
The news of her brother and another plot of land he had purchased just weeks. Cadaver dogs reported
Snap a picture of it.
away at a Holiday Inn Express in Denver, where he was attending a firefighter training course.
I'm having trouble concentrating today.
The 49-year-old woman suspected her husband may be involved. We spoke to her brother Andy Mormon.
How's your day going? I had a panic attack and a migraine trigger.
Morphew faces charges of first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Last May, he pleaded for her safe return in this bizarre Facebook video.
I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I need you back so bad.
Morphew has long maintained his innocence, claiming his wife of 26 years, Suzanne, went on a Mother's Day bike ride and never came back. But the family of the 49-year-old woman suspected her husband may be involved. We spoke to her brother Andy Mormon last September.
It's definitely foul play. I don't think she ever got on a bicycle. I think that was planted evidence.
The building contractors claimed he was 150 miles away at a Holiday Inn Express in Denver, where he was attending a firefighter training course. Hundreds of neighbors have been searching for her.
If you see something, snap a picture of it. Step back. Call me.
Drones were deployed over the wooded area surrounding the Morphew's $1.6 million home. Cadaver dogs reportedly picked up the scent of human remains. In the months following Suzanne's disappearance, her husband sold the family home and another plot of land he had purchased just weeks after she went missing. Today, in a phone interview, her sister Melinda expressed relief at the news of her brother-in-law's arrest.
I'm so grateful for law enforcement, and today justice is beginning for my sister.
She had this message for her sister's two daughters.
I will never stop loving you, and I am here for you. Whenever you need me, girls, I am here. And I have all the love in the world for you. And I love your dad, though he has done a terrible thing.
Suzanne's remains have not been found.
At a press conference today, police said they have received over 1,400 tips in the case. When we come back, some deals you don't want to miss.
Still to come, the family that hasn't had a haircut in a year due to the pandemic.
Oh my goodness, it's almost 30 inches.
Finally, hair be gone.
Okay, team, talk next week. For the mom who has 2, 3, or 4 full-time jobs, this is for you. Get her the perfect gift now at Macy's.
All right, I'm posting this.
25% off her favorite designers. Plus, get curbside pickup at Macy's.com.
IQ Kindness Crew.
Oh,
Grab your shovels and
date
pick up
and
your
time.
orders because good things are happening.
Date
Today, we're helping Our Streets
Cinco de
prepare
Mayo.
their
Time
garden. During the pandemic, Our Streets has
8 p.m.
handing out over 8,000 meals to Portland's houseless community.
Now, what's wrong with this
Delivering
link?
over 2,500 grocery boxes to families in need.
www.
It's a good thing when good things are happening. Buying your first home is the start of realizing bigger dreams with your family. That's why it's important to protect everything you love with American Family Insurance. Wait, what's that? It's their dream car. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's actually my dream car. Got my little dream tire swing with some dream trees. There'd be a nice dream garden right here, too. Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance.
Debris burning is Oregon's #1 cause of wildfires. Keep Oregon green by following these simple tips. Call your local fire agency before you burn and avoid burning on dry, windy days. Clear a 10-foot radius around your pile free of flammable vegetation. Start small, adding material to the fire as it burns. Never leave your fire unattended. Have water in a shovel on hand. When finished, make sure the fire is fully extinguished. Let's work together and keep Oregon green.
The garage door is the most underrated moving mechanism on every house. People don't do a lot of preventative maintenance, so when it gets cold, their stuff breaks. It's just part of winter. Things just don't like to work as well in the winter. Everything's always about the customer. You can expect the same kind of service regardless of who shows up from Precision. We never know where our next call is, so it doesn't matter what it takes to get it fixed. We got the parts on the truck, and our goal is to fix it that day.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. They helped me get my job, helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Tomorrow on Today, One Public, live on the plaza for our very first concert of the summer, celebrating the nurses who helped us all make it through. We're kicking off the City Music Series.
We cannot wait.
Tomorrow, only on Today.
If you're one of the many who can't remember the last time you saw your barber or stylist, you are not alone. But this family finally did decide it was time for a haircut, and they found a way to help others at the same time.
This mom and her daughters haven't had a haircut since the pandemic began. Now, Mom Amy Kroll, 7-year-old Olivia, and 12-year-old Madison have crazy long lockdown hair.
It's getting hard to handle.
So today they're finally getting their long locks clipped. They're heading to Cactus Salon in Long Island, New York, where the hair won't just be thrown away. Instead, it will be donated to the nonprofit Hair We Share, which gives wigs to people who've lost their hair to medical reasons.
So you're so excited to cut your hair today? Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
First, it's time to measure how much will be cut. Amy and Olivia each have 10 inches to give. Madison has even more.
Oh my goodness, we're looking at almost 14 inches.
Now, the big moment.
Look at that.
They put their donations in plastic bags, then they get their new, shorter hair styled, blow-dried, and sprayed. We separated Amy and her daughters during their cuts. Now it's time for the big reveal.
I love it.
We look like twins.
From pandemic long and unmanageable to fresh and sleek.
We love our new hair.
Sweet. The nonprofit Hair We Share says donations have gone up 200% because of the pandemic. Now we turn to Megan Alexander for this week's special deals. Megan?
That's right, Deborah. I'm here in my kitchen, and we've teamed up with MorningSave.com and their lifestyle expert, Valerie Greenberg. She's in her home, and we are bringing you inside deals at deep discounts. Val, first up, tell me about the Therapy 365 three-piece hair tool set.
Megan, this set includes a straightening iron, an infrared hair dryer, and a curling iron. The curling iron comes with 3 different
Hello.
that are great on any hair type.
What's the deal?
So we've seen it sell for as much as $460, but our price is just $39. That's 92% off.
That's big savings right there. Val, next, let's talk about the Diamond Muse quarter of a carat diamond heart-shaped pendant.
This
Let me see if this
beautiful pendant
works.
is available in yellow gold-plated, rose gold-plated, or sterling silver. It comes in a gift box with an 18-inch cable chain that secures with a spring ring clasp.
What's the savings here?
So we've seen this sell for as much as $205, but our price is just $49. That's 76% off.
And finally, the Kathy Ireland 225 thread count tensile polyfilled mattress topper.
Hello. Where's Woof Woof?
Bacterial mattress topper fits mattresses up to 18 inches deep and comes in sizes from twin all the way up to California king.
And the deal here.
Here's
So
Bear.
we've seen these sell for as much as $85 to $121 depending on size. Our price is just $39 to $59 depending on size. That's up to 59% off.
Great deal. Thank you, Val. Everybody, for more information, head to morningsave.com. Deborah, I'll send it back to you.
And when we come back, a very patriotic restaurant.
Let me see.
Managing type 2 diabetes? You're on it. Staying fit and snacking light? Yep, on it there too. You may think you're doing all you can to manage type 2 diabetes and heart disease. But could your medication do more to lower your heart risk? Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease, so it can help save your life from a heart attack or stroke, and it lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal.
All right, I'm launching the meeting on Zoom.
Infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
On it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
5/5/2021.
BBQ and the red, white, and blue. Next.
2021 adds up to 5.
You know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true.
Hello. We're gonna. There's a comedy show that starts in 3 minutes, and it's today's 5/5/2021, but 2021 adds up to 5. 2021. If you add up the 2, 2, and 1. So.
2 drivers. An electric car. Who will get the fastest time?
I'm wearing a mask because allergies and panic attack.
Electric cars like EV8 have instant torque. These cars can go.
I don't know how long this show is, whether it's an hour or an hour and a half.
KGW's Good Energy, sponsored by Holland Point Community Credit Union. Mattress World Northwest wants to make your Memorial Day shopping easy. Get a free head-up and put-up adjustable base with select sets above $6.99. No one can get you a Stearns & Foster Beauty Rest Flat.
I'm going to swipe down for 1 second.
Rest easy with free delivery and the Mattress World Northwest comfort and price guarantees. Relax on Memorial Day. Adjust your head and feet with free adjustable beds starting at just $6.99. It's not too late to sleep like a baby at Mattress World Northwest.
I'm Carly Knapp. I teach first grade at Subula Elementary in McMinnville. It has been so fun and exciting to have the kids back in school. For teachers, it has brought the joy back to teaching, and for students, it's brought the joy back to learning. The students have
All
been
right.
so good.
I guess nobody called me. Hold on 1 second. I didn't mine my. Did I forget to mine the pie or did I mine it? the cryptocurrency. Hold on one second.
We're ready when you are.
$500 COVID relief cash cards given out by the city of Portland. We discovered a lot of these prepaid debit cards never arrived. Since our story aired, people are finally getting the assistance they needed.
Really nice to know that there's somebody out there on our side.
Call me, and I'll look into it.
At KGW News, to your Amazon Alexa flash briefing.
Finally today, check out what happens every day at noon at the Mission Barbecue in Mishawaka, Indiana. Kitchen shuts down, customers and staff stop and stand for our national anthem. Owners say about a decade ago they came up with this idea to honor our troops, and now it's a tradition in all 104 of their restaurants nationwide. And it's a nice tradition.
What restaurant is that? All right. It says, please wait. The meeting host will let you in soon.
Who told you that? It was Jimmy, wasn't it?
Let me see if somebody replied on the app to my event. Session expired. That is a fruit fly. They are very annoying. It says connecting. Hold on.
Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
How do I get that picture off of the screen?
Fast Wi-Fi. It really does make everything better. So at Xfinity, we're not stopping at fast. We're breaking the gig barrier with Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig. That means now you'll have gig speeds over Wi-Fi.
To provoke violence again, in her new op-ed, she writes this: that Trump is seeking to unravel critical elements of our constitutional structure that make democracy work, confidence in the result of elections, and the rule of law. She's choosing truth over power. But, she's pretty much alone. When they cut her loose, what should any remaining Republicans do?
Okay, I think we can kill that
She is
now.
being canceled right now for standing up for.
Welcome to the
for
Anonymous
standing
Show.
up for
I would love
democracy.
to mention that our tech person, Jake, asked me what I wanted to hear, what music we wanted during the waiting thing, and I said I didn't care, and I regret that. And I hated that.
Mariachi music.
That sounded really mean. Jake's the best. I just hated it. Thank you guys so much for joining us to the Anonymous Show. My name's Kate Murphy. I am the host. This is the Portland Mercury's Anonymous Show. If this is your first time ever, there are two things I want to tell you. One thing is that you should watch this on speaker mode. So if you have us on a different setting, switch us over to speaker mode. That should be the best viewing experience for you. Also, not a kids show. Just want to say that since we're all at home, maybe just if you have like a child in your room, tell them to leave, or let them stay. I don't know what kind of parent you are, but fuck shit, all that. It's already started, so get them out. I think that's all I have. What we're gonna do is we have submissions to the long-running Anonymous column of the Portland Mercury, submissions from you, the public of Portland, Oregon, and we're going to read those, and I have three of the funniest people that I know here to just tear that shit apart. We're going to have a really good time. I hope you're all doing well. I'm all vaxxed up. And just wanted to tell you that. Get your vaccine. With my soapbox. I forgot how to act. I'm just going to bring the people who can do the actual heavy lifting on the screen. The first person I'm bringing up to the screen is, I'm just a really big fan, a little bit obsessed with this person. Even on Comedy Central, they have a special on unprotected sets, which you can see. They also have a new podcast that just came out called Steph Infection. It's Steph Tolev, everybody.
Oh, hello. Welcome. I love how you had to say if your kids are there. You know what? No, I want them to hear this. I want to teach your little muskrats. I don't know what to call children. Also, that song that played off the top, I've never heard the whole thing before.
It got pretty, didn't it? Yeah.
I got into it. I don't know why. I can see it could be a little bit offensive, for sure. But I got into it. I don't know what to tell you. I was jamming.
It happened. Yeah. It happened now. And it's great. And I kind of, it was excellent. It's always just when someone asks you what you want, always have an answer.
You gotta tell them. You gotta be straight. Yeah. You gotta be real. That's what's happening now.
Thank you for joining. Love the new podcast. I love it so much. How are you? Are you good? You feel good?
Sure. Yeah. I'm feeling great. Anyone who's doing super well right now, go fuck yourself. Eat my ass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, my ass would love a nice little munch down. Maybe get back there because who's doing well? I mean, we're trying to. We're really trying to do well, but we're doing fine. You know what I mean? Everything's fine.
Best we can do. I know, like you already told me how you're doing, and I still asked you as if you were going to answer good this time.
Yeah, it's right. Also, sorry, somebody was calling me an MSN on Facebook Messenger. That's a pervert. You're going to call somebody a messenger? What the hell's wrong with you? You have a fucking phone?
Always a mistake. I'm like, you can't possibly be doing it on purpose.
Why would you ever answer that call? It was like ringing. I'm like, that person's doing
something. You're so popular.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
My tech isn't working. I'm so glad you're here. Next up, coming to the screen, friend of mine, wonderful, used to live in Portland, comedian, now lives in Los Angeles. I asked him, hey, what do you want me to say about what you're doing? He said, I'm not doing anything, but I'm going to run, or he's training for the LA Marathon, which makes, good for you. Everybody give it up for Niraj Srinivasan, everybody.
Yes, give it up for me.
Yeah.
I love whatever I have going on. Please.
I hate people who I'm so happy for you. I went down some stairs. I went down stairs in a hotel recently, and I couldn't walk for like 2 days from going down the stairs.
Did you go down? How
12?
12? Wow. Okay.
Did she fall?
Yeah, but I was bedridden because my legs couldn't handle going downstairs for that long. So
if this is real, I'm wildly upset for you right now. You need to get out of the
Nemesis
house.
is stairs? Damn. Stairs not
wow. Was kind of hoping you guys would be like, yeah, that's normal.
I'm wildly upset right now. Very confused.
I know.
Niraj is out there fucking swinging his hog around running marathons, and you're
right
barely walking downstairs.
What am I gonna talk? Nah, gotta let that shit be.
I can't go downstairs. Well, congrats. It sounds like you're being healthy and all that. You look great. So happy you're
I don't
here.
want to flex on stuff, but it's fucked up. I've had a great quarantine. I bought a boat. I got a dog. You know what I mean?
You bought a boat?
Yeah, I bought a sailboat. I actually did. I'm not even fucking with you. We named it RBG, as in Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Very exciting.
I mean, I'm back on board because of the name, but you got boat money? What the fuck you doing up here?
Yeah,
you're in LA with boat money.
I mean, okay, we stole a boat. I didn't buy it. No, I did. I bought a sailboat. I'm learning how to sail.
Do you know how to sail, or are you learning now?
I'm learning. Don't sail with me. Listen, you might die. We don't have guys.
You literally, you're not doing comedy, because that's how you say you're not telling me you're not doing that right now, and you're healthy enough to run, and then you own a boat.
Yeah,
and I'm upset about it.
If you're not out banging mics 5 nights a week, it's, like other dreams become achievable. You know what I mean? The amount of time you have left in your life adds a lot.
You look smooth too. Are you waxing? The sailboat's getting you all smooth and silky.
The hair's falling off. This is what happens to brown people. It just burns off whatever blemishes I have. Already pretty dark.
You look so happy and healthy. It's just terrible.
I hate it.
I hate it so much. I'm so happy you're here. And then third, coming up to the screen, I'm a huge fan of this whole lineup. I'm fangirling a little bit just because I read his book, Running the Light. I'm a huge fan. All his dates can be found at samtalent.com. You maybe heard him on Mark Maron's podcast recently. Everybody, it's Sam Talent.
Hey, come on. Hey, everybody, I'm vaxxed and waxed, so I'm slippery and I'm clean. So, yeah, I'm squeaking down here. I'm a little baby. Thank you for having me, everyone. Congrats on the boat. Big flex right off the top. That was insane.
Yeah, it's fucking rude, honestly. It's super rude.
Huge flex.
Shouldn't have said anything. Sorry, I bought a bicycle too. Let's just think about that.
Good God, Moneybags.
Yeah.
I'm
Bilbo
selling
Baggins
blood.
over
It's
here.
not even mine.
He's gonna tell us what he does for money at some point. We'll get it out of him and
It's
then
crypto. He made good investments. He bought
I've been
Ethereum
buying
when it was $30.
Doge, you know, just
hey, we're joking, but like I got like and my Doge is just like fantastic. So
Yeah.
it's so
I've been
exciting.
smoking Doja, if that makes anyone feel cool.
Dogecoin?
I'm up in this. All my friends are in the next room tripping mushrooms and shotgunning beers. So
Yeah, thank you.
keep them out of here.
I appreciate you doing the show when there's a party happening so close to you.
That's all right, man. I mean, I've definitely had a couple myself.
Oh, Daddy's sipping. Daddy's not having a couple swigs over there.
Well, happy birthday, because you said it was its birthday party, right? And then it's David Borey, I think, was on our last show, and it's his birthday, you said, as well?
It's the Swig Pig and Old Bory, and we're tying it on tight and hanging it up loose. Out of river, let her buck, mama. Come on.
That was beautiful. Those are like John Denver lyrics.
Yeah,
that's
it was really
actually,
nice.
That's the motto of the University of Wyoming.
You got your beer, he's got his boat. I've got a big set of balls, a couple of B-boys.
You got some slappers.
Well, here we go.
Steph, you were telling us you had too much liquid in your throat.
I did. I got LA changes you as a person, and I got I've changed, and I LA makes you feel fat. You can't be a fat woman in the city, so I got these injections into my double chin, and it's called Kybella.
I thought you just had a good date.
No. I wish it was from a bunch of cum. No, it was acid. I have acid in my chin. That's why I'm hiding it right now, because it's swollen. But some of it moved into my throat, which is not supposed to happen. And the doctor.
So in about an hour, you're going to be having a great time, is what I'm hearing.
Is it?
I wish. It's very hard. It's very hot. But yeah, it swells up like a toad before it eats away your acid of your fat. So it's psychotic. But yeah,
how long does this process take? Like
a month. A month. It's fucked. Yeah, it takes 3 weeks for it to fully. And I've already done it a couple times before, and I never believe these fucking things, but it actually works. Like my double chin has gone down at least in half, like literally. And guys don't notice when you're on stage at meetings, but as fucking women, everyone takes a fucking photo from underneath, and like I had like a special come out, and I was really proud of it, and I watched it. I'm like, oh, I'm literally an inside-out toad. Like I look like a fucking swine. I look like an actual pig in human clothes. I'm like, I actually can't look at that anymore. Like I looked like, first of all, who's filming from underneath? I don't know, but I was so self-conscious about it, and I've been self-conscious about it for a long time. And I don't know if any other gals are out there listening, or guys. Some people are thin and have a double chin. It's very hard to get rid of that part of fat.
I got hog neck too. I got a real chode throat.
Hog neck sounds like a violent sexual act.
But yours is filled with cum. Yours is filled with pig cum. That's why.
Oh yeah, I'm drenched. I'm dripping over here.
Dripping hog.
Yeah.
If people still had kids in the room, they're probably gone by now. I'd hope.
Or the kids are turned on. Either
like,
all right, explain. Tell me more about this wet neck problem.
Steph, there's literally not a single good picture of me doing stand-up in existence. For that reason, there's not a single photo where something doesn't look totally wrong. I can't.
Insane.
Yeah, the amount of the amount of posing I have to do to get a good photo is insane. The Mercury sent me to get a photo shoot when I first started hosting the show a few years ago, and I'm still roasted for it. I can't take a good photo. They had me squat on a wooden box, and then they used that in the paper for months. I'm literally shitting off of a wooden box, and that's the best I could do for them. Like that's the guy was like, do something, and I squatted.
Are you doing like a rapper thing? You know what I mean? Like Rakim, like that album.
I think it's worse. I think I have hands on my legs squatting, like one of those. Like I'm really, it's
very unnatural.
Really natural. It's what you would do if you were in the woods. Yeah, it's so bad.
I feel for both of you, obviously, but every photo of me taken on stage looks like I was brought there in a wheelbarrow.
What?
I've never taken a good photo on stage.
But here's the thing. I guarantee you, anytime you post a fucking stand-up clip, no one says you're fat in it. As a woman, the first fucking thing they say is you're not funny and you're fat. Every one of my fucking stand-up clips, I'm a fat piece of shit. And it's like, I go through a Comedy Central all the time. I purposely look at people like Ian Carmel was bigger and David's a bigger guy. Not one fucking comment about his fucking weight, and every woman is fat. So it's like, yeah, this is gone to my head now. Yeah.
On the racism,
it's gone to your neck.
Go back to Go back to Best Buy, Geek Squad. Go try to be a doctor. It'll be something like, you know, I wish someone would comment on my body. That'd be nice. At least someone's looking at me for who I am.
Yeah, at least they don't say like not funny. You know, that's what all.
No, they say that.
Men aren't funny.
Everyone just says I look like John Popper from Blues Traveler.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Might be too young for that reference. I mean,
another flex from the Rush. Just
so
young, and I'm too young for that reference, and I own a boat.
I'm too young. I'm sorry.
It's me, the baby boat owner.
I'm turning 30 this year. In September, I turn 30. It is 9. It's coming for me.
You own a boat.
I'm gonna take your dick and strangle you with it on your own sailboat. Are you insane right now? I'm almost 30.
Okay.
I'm gonna come find you, swim out to sea, hang you. Oh, this is not good. No, this guy. This,
I love it.
All right, okay, yeah. It sounds like we're going for a swim. This will be fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm going for a swim. You're going for a drown. I don't know what to tell you. You are going.
Are you still getting Facebook Messenger calls stuff?
No, I was looking for a picture of John Poplar. That's what I was looking for. John said.
John Poplar. John Poplar is the kid you have math with in like 8th grade.
That guy? Is that the guy?
Yeah, but he used to be like a big old pant load. He was Chuck Fillin. And then he got the surgery.
Yeah, old pictures of John Popper are not flattering. No. He's like, he is wrapping around the mic stand because he like pulls it really close when he sings, and it's just like he's just swallowing.
It's a good move.
Stand-up is a really healthy thing.
That'd be a fun superpower, just doing golf things. Just
the absorber.
The absorber. It's on stage.
You gotta make that noise too.
That's the sound. That's the noise you're gonna hear when I strangle you with your own dick in the sailboat. So get used to that noise.
Well, congrats on your new neck. It reminded me of that part in Mean Girls where they're like, "Oh, it's just water weight before you lose it all at once." Like I feel like you're lying. Like it's gonna swell, and then I promise it'll go down. I'm really happy for you. Congrats.
Thank you. It's a nightmare to go through, but this is Hollywood, baby. This is where we're at in our lives. I'm also turning 30, and I'm gonna get a couple jet skis. I'm just gonna wear a bikini, and I'm just gonna skid it.
Listen, that sounds like an excellent 30th birthday. All right, no one should have to complain about a weekend.
No, if I put on a bikini, it doesn't go. My body just sucks it in.
Okay, I know we're supposed to start this show, but I would just like to say, no, I don't. It doesn't. Nothing matters. I don't do swimsuits. Like I just don't. Like I never do them. I choose to avoid them. And I just don't get in water. I don't put them on. And the last time I went and I bought a really cute red swimsuit. This was last year, 2 years ago now, I guess. But we went to a public hot spring, and I was so proud of myself. And I got into the hot spring in this swimsuit. I came out, and I was doing so well, and I had no idea that it became transparent when it got wet. And I just have this like huge bush, and it was plastered to it so tight, and I'm there with like my friend's like 70-year-old dad, and we're just like chilling, and I'm wearing like a skin tight wet red suit, and it looks like a wig in there.
She must have gotten harder than he's gotten in 10 years. She was just that reminds me of my youth.
The worst day I've ever had. Yeah.
That was the worst day for you.
Oh no, I've had much worse days, but I'll never wear a swimsuit.
No, but like every 12-year-old who was there, that was the best day of their life.
Oh yeah, they're like,
oh my god, I want to buy
it was an unmanaged amount of hair, and I didn't think about it. Didn't even think. I was like, it's like a paper thin piece of clothing. Why would I think it wouldn't happen?
I'm
I
proud of
just like
you.
to share trauma in front of strangers. Thank you.
I got knocked out by a wave at Venice a couple years ago, and I came out, and the wave, like, you know, when the sea takes you and has your way with you, you come out, you're like, Jesus Christ. And there's a father and son. I'm like, water's rough, huh? And they were like scared, and I swam away, and one of my tits was just flopping completely out, but I was so like, ugh, and they were just like just scared. It wasn't sexy. It was just like one was hitting the waves and slapping around. I taught a boy lesson that day.
I was on a black sand beach in Hawaii, and my buddy was like, hey, let's go diving. And I was like, cool. And then he just yelled, oh, God, dive. And I got whacked. And when I came to, my glasses were missing, and I was stripped completely nude on a black sand beach, and there was a bunch of young Asian kids just pointing and laughing. It was brutal, but I couldn't roll over from my belly to my back, or else it exposed my weak dangler. So I just had to lay there and keep getting destroyed by waves until my buddy found me a big leaf. I also lost my wedding ring.
Oh no!
It's like contest.
Is that a wet swine washed?
Yeah, whoa. It's the sea pig of lore. What shipwreck happened out there? Some government
running with
experimental
buckets and
mutant
just
ship.
pouring water on you, just like, no,
Yeah.
we gotta get to
There's a shipment of pigs out at sea.
Yeah. It was really bad.
Contrasted view on that black sand beach.
Oh
Sounds
It was crazy.
like just the juxtaposition sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
amazing.
It was like a Maplethorpe. It was like a Maplethorpe photo. It was
Walk by the waves is so funny.
Mm.
Oh, just taking
Okay.
it every time getting pushed up a little more.
Getting blasted and screaming, "Where's my pants?"
And Raj, can you top it? We all have these opinions. Are you just like so good at the ocean with
I
your
have a
boat?
lake story. One time I went to a lake with my friends when I was in college, and I literally sat in one chair, and on my left was like the big bag of snacks that we brought, and I just killed like a giant Costco bag of hot Cheetos, and the cooler was on my other side. So I probably drank like 8 beers just on my own, eating nothing but Cheetos. And then we're driving back, and I like fell asleep in the back seat for maybe 5 minutes, and then suddenly I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. You gotta pull over. And my friend's like, you can't pull over. There's nowhere to pull over right now. We're going through a dam. You gotta pull over. So he like speeds and like drives like too fast past the cop and just swings into this parking lot. And there's like families having like barbecues, and I just like throw the door open in the backseat and I'm just vomiting. Just it's just like a fucking waterfall. And they're in like the middle of grilling, just like watching this happen. And I was like, I'm sorry. And then just, we shut the door. God.
That's
And
a
then I threw
cool
up in his
story.
car.
The story has a lot to do with the ocean and the sea. And that was my favorite part about it.
Water involved. There was swimming. I don't know. I haven't had some issue where I lost my pants in water. Okay, I'm
Look,
sorry.
man, if a bunch of
You will
Japanese
soon.
kids weren't laughing at your sand-chapped hog, then I don't want to hear it. There was crabs trying to nibble.
Oh yeah, you might have got something in the old pee hole. That's where they get you. In
I
the
just
sand.
wanted to
If I
prove
had one.
that.
It's sealed down there. I'd see out my butt.
I wanted to prove that Niraj just has everything we don't, and it happened. I did it. Yeah.
I'm
just
just so ashamed
just
for
so-
making responsible choices. I've never hated myself more for doing what my dad told me.
Good. I'm glad.
Just like the amount of times I've thrown up in front of strangers, like
I puked on the back of a guy's
All
head
the
like
time.
3 months ago.
I shit in a bed, so I don't know what to tell you. It's a lot.
I once shot a shotgun and I didn't hold it right, and then I projectile vomited all over the back of my friend's
That
SUV.
rocks.
Hit me.
I
the wrong
bombed at
way.
my sister's wedding. That happened to me over the pandemic. That's worse than all of your stories. I'm
That's
sorry.
actually pretty bad.
It's-
No, that's actually pretty
None of her friends will look at me now. Like,
Oh, man.
it was one
Yeah,
of the
that
worst
sucks.
things that happened.
No, that's embarrassing.
Okay. Well, we're 22 minutes into the show and we haven't even started it, which is preferably my way to do the show. So that's excellent. Thank you all again for being here. I'm going to read a recent submission to the Anonymous column. If everybody in the audience hasn't noticed, we have my arms disappeared because of my bad tech. This amazing phone number here. If you want to text us, there's an open chat here in the Zoom, which is wonderful. But if you want to text us anonymously, so we don't see your name, ask the comics anything you want. Tell us a story, whatever you want us to just talk about. Send us something funny and interesting, and we'll read it here in just a little bit. So while we're doing that, just think about that. These are pretty cool. I'm just gonna go for this one. This is a submission. Before the latest lockdown, I went to a movie at an actual movie theater. Feel free to judge me about that, but please know in advance, I don't give a shit. I was pleased to see other moviegoers wearing their masks and keeping their distance. I was much less pleased to see people once again texting and talking to each other during the goddamn movie. Maybe I'm naive, but isn't this a pre-COVID thing? Didn't we learn anything about treating others with respect while we sat at home for a year reflecting on our past sins. Look, you are not going to do those things anymore. Do you understand me? I can't go back to those old terrible days when assholes like you were bound and determined to fuck up my entire evening. Straighten up, fly right, or gather all your fellow assholes and stay in lockdown forever. Signed, Anonymous.
I relate to that. One time, my dad took me and my sister to see Ernest Scared Stupid, and a guy was being loud. So my dad had he brought in some cold ones, and he fucking broke the bottle and held it up to the guy. So I totally understand.
He must really love Ernest. I've never met such a passionate Ernest fan.
Yeah, my dad just loves film.
I feel like
he related a lot with Ernest. He was like, this guy gets it. Been there,
Thank
brother.
you for sharing.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy thinks that people were sitting in the lockdown reminiscing on their sins. No, I think people almost got worse. They sat at home, they got more judgmental. They're all pieces of fucking shit still, and almost more so now because they've just been like wallowing in their own shit, staring at social media. Social media is the devil, and it's made people so angry and fucking weird. And that's everyone's shit now.
Also, is this did this turn into an old person, like an older individual, like a boomer or somebody, when they said straighten up, fly right, and gather yourself?
Like politically, fly right.
No, just a weird thing that a person would say,
Yeah, sounds like FDR sending that message.
Yes, exactly.
My legs
straight up,
don't
fly
work.
right.
Yes, famous FDR quote. My legs don't work.
Yeah. Hey, what's the deal with legs?
What's the deal? I also feel like he made it really about him. Why are they out there ruining my life? But there was other people in the theater too. Also, stay home. A lot of great flicks on Netflix. I don't know what to tell you.
You should be allowed to talk in movies now. No one's been out. We're back outside. The conversation is more important than whatever the fuck they're showing up there. Like what Godzilla versus Kong. Who cares? Just let people talk.
You know what I did?
Pretend like we haven't been talking during movies. Like we've been talking during movies this whole time. I'm sorry, Sam. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, the one thing I didn't miss was following the rules. You know what I mean? I like to get out there and raise a little hell. Literally every bar I've been in, I found a way to moon a friend from across the room. I mean, I'm mixing it up. It's fun. Yeah, show a little ham to the crew.
I mean, it's great. I feel like this is the kind of guy too. If one person has one crunch popcorn, he's like, again. It's like, buddy, stay home. I mean, everything seems like it's annoying to you.
Yeah, what's this guy's new deal?
Yeah. What sins did you abolish yourself from, Mr. Perfect?
You think movie theaters will eventually, you know how Dave Chappelle takes your phone if you want to go to a Chappelle show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, eventually they're like, you gotta turn in your phone if you want to watch Godzilla fight Kong.
I'm trusting those pimply ticket takers. I'm picturing the guy for Simpsons right now. I'm thinking of the exact movie.
Excuse me, sir. I'd like you gotta put your phone in the basket, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't think I'll ever go to a movie again, to be honest. That might be exaggerating, but I have no plans to go soon.
There's ones that are good if you get the VIP and the seats are reclining as a bar. I've always been drinking this whole time in movie theaters, but now it's less obvious when I am because other people are also drinking. But I've been doing it this whole time.
I can't imagine VIP for a movie. That sounds terrible.
They get more space and the chairs recline. It's kind of nice.
Oh, it rules. Yeah, you can be fucking tanked.
Yeah. Just roll down the stairs.
Hottest new nightclub, AMC 12. Come get loaded here.
Yeah. Should hand out whippets.
Oh yeah.
Bring a red rope and just part it off. Bring a bottle on ice.
Were you dancing?
As we dancing.
Oh, I didn't know bees were attacking.
Is there a cage that you're dancing in? You know, with a little yeah.
You said whippets, Sam? I just want to talk about whippets for a second. Are you doing whippets do people still do that? Legitimate,
I've definitely been in a movie theater on the road, because on the road I'll spend a lot of time in movie theaters, and you'll hear behind you in the back row that, very, very knowable so I assume it's a whippet, or someone's oxygen tank was malfunctioning.
Every theater you go to, you're like, it's that damn oxygen tank guy again.
Yeah. He's a big fan. He follows me like the dead.
I Whippets. I just thought that was over. I didn't know that. It's
Oh,
like
yeah. There's like
antiquated
120 of them in the next room.
Listen, Kate, just because you're not cool enough for anyone to share their whippets with you, it doesn't mean no one's
Hey.
doing whippets.
I worked at Starbucks, okay? There were whippets, just didn't know that we still did it that way. I didn't know that people still did a whippet.
Yeah, crack it, suck it, dump it. I love a whippet.
Never done one. That made me want to. It sounds like bop it, crack it.
Yeah. Crack it,
yank it,
suck it,
bop it. Okay. Well, maybe some Portland people will appreciate this next one. Also, yeah, don't forget to text us if you want to ask the comic something. Okay. I get that we're hearing a lot of promising news lately about vaccines and shit, but can everybody please just cool their jets and stop acting so crazy? Already I'm seeing Portland people acting like COVID who and letting down their guard when it's still way too early. And I know it's been a while since a lot of people have been driving, but just so you know, your skills have gone to shit. Running stop signs, taking extremely wide turns too fast, refusing to use signals. It's way too early to return to the Mad Max traffic we used to have. Just not ready yet.
Straighten up and
Sign
fly right.
anonymous.
It's the same guy.
Yeah,
Andy
it's like
Marie's
these
writing
are-
it.
They'll read one of them.
Are there video game hipsters that are mad at all the graphics now? They're like, why are they making it look so good?
Yeah, we don't need 3 dimensions. 2 was enough.
2 was enough. Those fish were really flying at you. In the one Mario game I ever played.
Mario, I forget you're Canadian, and then you fucking blow it like that. Mario.
What are you?
Mario.
What are you saying,
Mario,
Mario?
dog. Mario.
Mario. Oh my God.
Yeah, what are you, from Philadelphia or Toronto?
Mario. There's a me, Mario.
There you go, yeah.
Mario. Okay, oh, we didn't answer this fucking person at all. I mean, again, it's gonna go back. You think people stayed inside for a fucking year and just fucking sat on their knees and prayed to the Lord? Everyone got weird. Everyone got angry.
We all
Everyone
got weird.
We all got gross.
Yeah.
Like it's not good. We're all coming out of this like fucking squids. Disgusting squids. Disgusting perverted squids. It's not good.
Yeah.
I got 8 hands.
Or, some of us are running marathons and on our brand new boat. Yeah, just thinking about the time that we threw up that one time, in front of
I ate
people.
too many Cheetos. Oh, I had such a big bag all to myself. You fucking.
I think about that day at least a couple times a week. That shit haunts me.
What's it like to have that be your only ghost?
Literally, to have that be your only.
Yeah.
And the Cheetos, no.
You see, it's punishing because if you've done a lot of embarrassing shit, I feel like you just, what's one more, But it's like, if it's just a few things, like the degree of embarrassment kind of goes out the window. It's really what you hold on to is your own self-judgment.
Guys, but all of that shit follows me equally. It's not callous to just carry it all the time.
I do so much dumb shit that I don't even realize it's dumb anymore. And my wife's like, good God, you belong in a cage.
I just don't care anymore. I literally straight up don't give a fuck. Everyone, especially living in LA, everyone is so far up their own fucking ass. I can literally, and no one would even notice. Like, no one looks at anyone. No one gives a shit. Fuck, I don't give a fuck.
Speaking of, I love your TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, you go. No, it's sorry.
Steph's one of the... And it's because, much like me, we just don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit.
We're just out there.
There's no need.
Yeah, we're just out there, eating hard-boiled eggs without using our hands. And the world's like, gross, stop, put a dart in her. And I'm like, Steph,
suck it off the plate? Or like, how do you do that?
Out of the Tupperware?
I'll show you a couple things.
Yeah. This guy needs to learn a lot. We need to teach him a lot. We need to teach you how to snort a bunch of cocaine in a weird museum and get caught red-handed. We need to teach you the ropes, buddy.
Hand it away of the dark side.
You ever get
what
caught
museum was that? Where were you guys?
Just completely your nose. I got caught literally while I was like, Are you snorting? And I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, at that point, you're just like, there's a key in my nose. I am most certainly snorting cocaine. You're right. I can't lie. Everyone else was just like,
I pretended to be a cowboy statue as soon as you got busted. I just froze.
I know. What museum? What was
It was the cowboy museum. It's like the Western History Museum in Trinidad, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And we were having fun, you know?
We had enough.
Sounds fun.
We have
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a text that's directed to Steph.
Oh no. Bad. I'm scared.
It says, anyway, no need to read this at one point in it, so I'm gonna read it.
Oh no.
So all I can see is 11-year-old Steph Tolev on the Highland dance stage. Is that a thing?
Someone knows me.
I'm in Portland now, and the minute she came on camera, I knew that woman. The odds are so weirdly low that I tuned in tonight, and I tuned in here tonight, and she's here. So it's hard to watch her be pubescent kid to me.
Okay, please. Oh my God, whoever this is, please turn on your camera right now. Are you on? Oh my God, I really want them to come on right now.
I think they did.
Oh my God.
They can't unmute themselves. If they want to put their name in the chat, if they feel like
your
it,
name in the chat, please.
We'll go find them and let them talk. No need.
Please comment, and we will have.
Okay, I think I can. Yes, I'm gonna unmute.
Oh my God.
And I'm very, this person, I'm sure they're wonderfully nice, and I'm gonna, if you get weird, I'll mute you, I promise. Okay.
Oh my God.
Did it work?
No. Oh yeah.
Who is it?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. My name's Tara. I'm Tara Phillips, and I know your mom. I'm older than you, but I would go to
Sutherland, you definitely. Oh my God, that is so crazy. Oh my God.
It was weird when I saw your face. You look exactly like.
You definitely make me look like her. Oh my fucking.
So not from comedy. You don't know stuff from.
No.
It's really. I'm having a hard time with it.
Oh my fucking God, that is insane. Yeah, my mother. Miss in Highland dancing, like everyone knows her literally.
Thompson.
Joy Tolev, Joy Alley. You can.
The Joy Tolev. My.
It's really fun.
Talk about trades here. I don't know what to tell you. I got all three. Going. That's so funny.
I love
that. Do you guys know what Highland dancing? It's Scottish dancing with the kilts and the bagpipes.
Yeah, we're cultured people.
It's like what do you call it? Like tap dancing, but
no,
incredibly European.
It's not river dance.
It's
right?
not river dance. It's Scottish Highland dancing. So it's with picture like the Highland games with the bagpipes and the caber tossing and like it's not river dance. It's all the feet are turned out and a lot of bouncing, a lot of arms. That's so. I competitively danced from 3 to 18. Really now
18.
3 years old to 18 years old. I competitively Highland danced. My mom fucking taught me. It was psychotic. It was my whole life. I would practice 4 nights a week. Every weekend we had a competition. It was not. Oh yeah, I was psychotic. I never fucking stopped. I had all my friends were only from dancing. I had like no friends at school because I was never fucking there. Oh yeah, it was wild. I was it turns out when you hit about 12, when she probably remembers me. The nose came, and then my feet came. I had my dad's feet, my dad's back, my dad's tits, and I'll tell you right now, not a good dancer when you're built like your father. It's not meant for Highland dancing. A lot of the girls were petite, and, had nice points, and I'm up there fucking goddamn box up there. It was too much. It's like a refrigerator dancing with the kilt. There was a lot.
You're like a hobo trying to put out a fire.
that's crazy.
You know, but I want to speak for the rest of us. Not that wild.
The rest of you are like, we fucking hated this.
Yeah.
When it knows you came to your show, it can happen.
Yeah.
But when I was 12, I did not think this when I was 12 years old. I guess the last name gave it away.
It is.
My mom,
I
but
love
it would be alarming hearing me talk about Sam being filled to the brim with pig swine. And her being like, I remember her as a child. I was just like, Sam's guzzling cum.
Yeah. Guilty as charged.
Coke in a museum.
Don't tell my mother what that is
right now. Holy shit, she's living in a crazy world in California.
Yeah.
Hey, Joy,
So
you're good doing cocaine in cowboy museum.
And you think she's
I
hanging out with this guy.
This guy doesn't say.
Like I was like home. It's definitely worse. But I was like home, and a lady came up to me, and in my hometown area, a lady came up to me in a grocery store, and she was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You do comedy?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." Like, "Thank you." And she's like, "Oh yeah, your dad showed me a YouTube video of you like at a party or something." And I was like, "Goodbye. Like, I'm gonna leave now." It was terrible. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm fine. That's the worst. That's the worst thing. At least you're dancing. Okay. How are we? Are we good? Are we having a good time? We're doing great on time.
Feel great.
Holler.
Hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about our drug addiction so my mom can really be worried about me.
Yeah, whippets and cocaine.
Mama told her she's a good woman.
Looking up these.
I have a funny photo we can all look at. Can I show this photo
yes.
I randomly have? Okay. So
I
this
would
is
love
this is
to.
when I get upset with online dating, and it's like I can't say anything because I keep getting called an ageist, and I'm getting really pissed off. But this man David, is claiming to be 37 years old. 37 years. I mean, when David. Now we've got a bit of a bone to pick here. David.
Can we see David a little closer?
We're not 37, David. 37.
David looks like me from the future here to warn me.
He really does.
Nicest cop at the station.
I put you in one of those filters where it makes you older. It's like I have my age is set to higher. My age is set to 50. I'm out there looking for the old guys, but I'm David. We don't like liars.
Yeah.
David, we're lying now.
So you gonna like talk to him or go out with him or like?
David.
David looks like he invented taffy. He's old as hell.
David's just at home spinning it right now.
Yeah.
Got a fresh sheet
blowing on a jug.
You're wearing overalls with one strap up and the other off.
I'm
37.
I'm 34 though, so I mean, it goes both ways.
I mean, are you 34 younger than me, you fucking swine?
Yeah, don't look
My boyfriend's 37 and like that. That's so cool. I hope you go out with him though, right? Like,
are you insane?
I don't.
What do you mean? How desperate am I? I mean, no offense. David's on this right now, but like David, it's like when guys, I don't know if you've read this case where guys bring out a fucking Magnum condom, and I'm like, well, who is that for?
Yeah. Are you bringing some friends over?
I've already seen what's down there. I don't know what's down yet. That ain't fitting.
They just bring a condom out during your date, and it's like, can you save that for later, please?
I would go on a date with that guy just to ask to see his ID, just to see if he's that old. I would do it. I've gone on dates on those apps like for all the wrong reasons, like just to see if they're real or like. Oh yeah, I mean, I dated a dude for like a few months because he told me right off the top that he had tickets to Tenacious D at the Wonder Ballroom, and I didn't like him at all. And I just kept dating him because I thought I could go see Tenacious D. And then it didn't work out and we didn't go. And it was a huge fucking waste of my time. But it was like the first thing he messaged me, so.
You didn't have a Tenacious D, I get it.
Did he ever like show you the tickets, or that's just like his opening line?
No,
like David's probably like, ooh, young at heart. I'm about to go sail this weekend with my best buddy Niraj. We're the same age. You and David.
After that, we're seeing Tenacious D. We can bring one friend. Who's it gonna be?
David's gonna take you to see Foghat.
Foghat? No, Foghorn Leghorn. That's who he's going to see.
Yeah. He had a picture with Tenacious D, and I was like, cool. being there, and then like, you know, he was like, "Oh, I have tickets. Do you want to go?" I was like, "Yeah."
Really leaning into that.
Make it to the show.
I mean, when we talk about how quarantine has changed us and this whole year has changed us, I literally just don't know what not to tell you guys. Yeah, it just comes out. I even have a therapist, and I'm just talking about it. I took that dick for months, and I didn't even get to see that band.
One Tenacious D show? You could have
It was so sold out. It was sold out like 6 months in advance. How could
Really?
Tenacious D is not the weird part of that story, I don't think.
People like them though. I'm alarmed it was sold out.
You're alarmed.
I'm wildly alarmed.
You like that movie? Of course it's sold out.
Very famous.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The Jack Black thing, that guy?
Yeah,
the Jack Black thing. Yeah, the superstar Jack Black and his band sold out the Wonder Ballroom. Yeah.
International sweetheart Jack Black.
His TikTok is upsetting.
Steph is Canadian. She doesn't get Tenacious D, but she loves snow.
I love snow and Jan Arden.
Yeah, Jan Arden.
Actually, Jan
love
Arden
your
does
TikTok.
follow me on Twitter, so I hate to toot my own horn over here. It is huge. It actually toot my own.
I definitely know who
hornies.
Jan Arden is. I'm the right age. I know who that is.
I'm gonna come down to your boat and pretend I'm giving you a life jacket, and then I'm gonna make it so tight. I'm gonna put it life-threatening together.
I need to keep you safe.
But seriously, I want to see the boat. Do you have a photo of the boat?
Welcome. Funny people welcome on the boat. Anytime.
Do you have
What
a
about
picture
me?
of the boat?
I do have a picture of the boat.
Let's
Do
see the boat.
you have someone who like runs the boat for you, or is it you on like? Are you out there
I
sailing
run
on the boat?
We have a crew for the boat. We have matching jackets, and we sail as a team.
Well, I got something for you. What you can do? I conveniently have this right here, and it's you can start doing burials at sea, where you just take some ashes and just spread them around. And yes, this was literally right here, ready.
Why do you have that right there?
Yeah, why? It looks like you've had it for a while too. Like it's not fresh. It's like you carried it around.
It's been soiled. No, I've had it for a while. I was with Chris Sharpie, and we were stoned as shit in Long Beach doing a show, and I saw this, and we laughed. Oh, look at him! Look, put it back up there.
Just after raising the mainsail, you know.
Wow.
Seeing you on that boat, I'm raising my mainsail. You look good.
10% battery. What?
There's a lot of strange choices during the pandemic. I was blonde for a while. I don't know if you all remember this.
Oh, you were blonde?
Oh, that's bad. That's a really bad choice.
It's like Malfoy.
We all make these choices. I mean, I moved to Kentucky. I mean, we're all doing really stupid shit. So
You're in
it's like,
Kentucky right
yeah.
now?
Yeah, not for much longer, but yeah, I've been in Kentucky for almost a year. Isn't that cute?
Shit,
You know?
that's wild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also went blonde.
Oh, Sam.
Oh, who wore it better?
Wow.
I'm gonna go with Sam's.
I'm gonna go with Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't see
And
Sam's
this other half of
picture.
my head was shaved. It looked like I just broke up with my boyfriend and I EP.
I also went blonde.
Oh, nice.
It turned you inside out.
It really is.
Yeah.
I was like, he's gonna absorb me.
Oh god.
Listen, that guy has a boat, okay? He's just trying
better.
to get someone to come. He's got life jackets. That guy's ready.
That guy has a bag he's going to stuff you inside of.
He calls it his boat bag. He's like, we're on the boat.
It's there.
Someone texted asking the name of the boat. You already told us, but will you tell us again the name?
As in Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That's right.
It's good name.
Killed the first time.
Yeah, I did. The second time, not so much.
It doesn't. It's also real bad bathtub. Sometimes we change the name.
Oh, really? Who's we? Who did you buy this boat with?
My buddy from college. Who also, yeah, he like moved down here too.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Bought a boat.
Him and Elon Musk are sharing a boat.
Yeah.
His name's Jeff Bezos. He had just gotten out of a rough marriage, and he's like, "You want to go?"
Here. We have a few questions on. Someone else would like to ask the other comics, what is someone or by some? So it sounds like just like tell us something weird you did. Yeah.
I won a pie eating contest and no one else gave a shit about it. And I trained for it for like the week ahead of time. I was just crushing key lime pies. I sat down and there was a blueberry pie there, and I ate it in like 2 minutes, and like no one had a pie. Like no one had given a shit. There was nothing on the line, and I just fucking munched this pie and like did this, and everyone was, all these parents just looking at me. And it was brutal.
Wait, so you were worked up because you trained with the key lime, thinking it would be key lime, and then got thrown a little loop and got the blueberry.
Yeah, but that's why you practice, you know.
Why are you just doing the one?
Because the store where I grew up, key lime pies were always half off after 6 p.m. And God bless my parents, but they were just letting me crush pies for a week.
Yes,
Was there like a
No, they should have been
cash prize?
They should have been locked up for that.
Was it a cash prize?
Send ribbon. There was no one.
But your parents were like, "Oh, win that money" or anything. Like they just let you
They just
do it.
encouraged me. They were like, "Hey, he's really into this pie thing. It's better than when he wanted to wear a bowler hat all the time. Let's let him eat the pie."
We know where he is. Home, all his friends are up here in high school getting smoking pot. Not our son. He's at home eating a bunch of pies.
I was an athlete, okay? He's a dedicated sportsman.
Yeah, my uncle threw it out the window. He was like, "Hey, this isn't gonna work, man."
Good uncle.
I asked for that and like a bowling shirt for my birthday. I took that out the window.
The good uncle.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, that's. I wish somebody had told me at any point in time during my teens, like, you should stop dressing like this. Nobody said a word. Yeah.
Really?
It's terrible.
My parents told me to stop wearing the dog collar, and I was like, in your face. Now I'm like, ooh, should have not worn that dog collar. Very embarrassing.
Yeah. I would wear like 3 belts at one time for no reason. And I had a choker made of pop tabs. Anyone else? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hey, we
Yeah,
would've been friends.
it was one of those.
We
would have been friends. Yeah.
I would have made you a mix CD.
I dyed my hair purple, and then we had to do swimming classes for like 6 weeks. And it fried, like the chlorine fried my hair and turned poopy gray color, and I wasn't allowed to dye it again because I had to keep getting in the pool. So that's just what I looked like for weeks. Stopped me when I like did things like that, like dyed my hair. That's cute. Niraj, do you have an answer? Do you want to? Or were you just like a perfect child? And
He's like, "Oh, you know, one time I did too many push-ups, and then someone gave me $100. It was
and I want to. Or, you know,
lost the spelling bee, and that's the most devastating part of my childhood. It was that the same after I didn't win the spelling bee, because we trained too. We trained for weeks. We spent hours every night after school. He's just giving me words, and I had to spell them, and I got them all. When we were training, I was fucking crushing those words, and I remember it was the same as crushing those pies. It was the second round. The board was held, and I spelled it. Never forget that component has 2 L's, and I took a big L face that day.
brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Should eat some pies, man.
Yeah.
Eat pies.
It really sucks. When Niraj tries to fall asleep, he thinks about that time he lost the spelling bee, and it just can't. And that's all that's.
Embarrassments come from like one-on-one situations. Like I moved to Idaho when I was a sophomore in high school from New Jersey, and then the sophomore year ended, and then junior year I came back to the same school, and then there was seriously a kid like, "Oh, you're back." I was like, "What do you mean I'm back?" He's like, "Aren't you an exchange student?" And then that I carry with me everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's a bummer. You know, one time I was at a Real Big Fish show. I split my pants, and my crush said my balls looked weird when they were dangling. You know, I feel for you, brother. Look, I took a bunch of fucking L's, dog.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Glad we did this. I do feel better. I mean, in a round.
Niraj, yeah, I want to be you.
Beautiful, you're rich, you can run.
Caught taking quarters out of a koi pond because I wanted to get chips at a Highland dancing competition. And the whole thing on camera. And I did, in fact, eat those chips. Very gross koi pond. Very murky. You know, same life. We've had the same life as Narush.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I'm getting bits here. Koi pond. I'm going to write this down.
The sister's wedding was bad, you guys. You weren't there.
I'm sure it was
blacked out
terrible.
and not.
Were you the MC or did you do the speech and bomb? MC and bomb.
They did like a roast and toast like the because. Proceeded to get hammered, and like there was like the owner of the restaurant. Oh no, he's not. Someone's got to go away. Yeah, the owner of the restaurant like sang like a handful of Frank Sinatra songs before it started. So like I had to roast him, which my brother-in-law is still upset about because he like relationship that he had with the owner. And then I was like in the kitchen. I was just like a tornado. And then I came back. Trying to take the mic out of my hand. I said, I don't need this show. People pay me for this, and people. People and let them know exactly how hard I was failing in LA. And then I read Sam's book.
That's the best plug for my book ever.
Sam, we're gonna have to end the show here in a minute.
Danny Maupin's here, and he just mooned me and put his own finger in his butt crack and then smelled it.
Oh, that's
so no,
fine.
you don't want to see that kind of thing.
That's fine. Yeah,
no
that's
way.
okay.
It's a nightmare. It's hell over there. It's just a show in the kitchen.
Yeah, I am too. If we could just like plug what we're up to again. I kind of said some things at the beginning of the show, but Steph, do you want to talk about where we can find you and what you're up to?
Follow me on Instagram at Steph Tolev, because I can't post all my stuff on TikTok because I get shadow banned if I post anything dirty at all, and they take it down. So I can post everything on Instagram and listen to my new podcast. If you like podcasts, comes out every Monday. This Monday it's called Steph Infection. This Monday the guest is Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall. So it's a good one. Mm-hmm. Highland dancing videos.
I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Naresh, I know you're going to be running, but is there anything else that you're working on or doing coming up that you wanted to plug?
You can catch me at the Fourth Wall. See me somewhere else. Follow me on Instagram. I'm at My Nips Don't Lie. Check me out, please.
I love the please. Sam, I know you're busy, but
I'm not busy. It's just I'm telling people to leave me alone.
Well, that's fine. Where can we find you next? What are you up to? I know you're a best-selling author, but
well,
what's next?
That's very kind. I'm back on the road all the time. If you're in Denver, I'm headlining the Comedy Works May 21st, and buy my book, StamTalent.com. It's a very good book. Get the audiobook wherever.
I love the audiobook. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to see a lot of funny people to be here. This is fun. Usually these shows are a nightmare. this one rocks. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Oh yeah, he's gonna play us out, even though I told him how much I hated the first song. He's gonna do it anyway.
What do you call it? Hog dancing? What is it called?
Yeah, do the dancing. Come on, Steph. Can you dance? Can you dance us out?
Not wearing any pants. I can't.
Everybody, thank you so much for doing the show. Everybody, thank you for joining us. And we do this monthly. Support the Portland Mercury. You know, support local comedy. Follow all these amazing comics and get your vaccine and all that shit. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, I'm gonna see if let me see. All right.